The film is set in the early 17th century in the northern Great Plains. The majority of the country had already been colonized by Europeans at this time. We first meet Naru, a young Comanche girl who likes to go hunting. Sari, the well-trained dog she owns, seems to be devoted to her. While honing her axe one morning in the forest, Naru spots a deer. When she decides to pursue it, the deer runs away due to a big thunderclap. Despite their best efforts, Naru and her dog are unable to catch the deer, despite their unwavering pursuit. Sari suffers excruciating pain when his tail gets caught in a bear trap during the procedure. Fortunately, Naru rescues him right away. She also gives Sari's tail some natural treatments once he escapes the trap. Following this, the two get ready to head back home when they suddenly hear a loud commotion in the sky. As soon as she gets to a nearby cliff, Naru decides to explore and spots a big alien ship gliding through the clouds. Naru encounters her brother Tabi, a skilled hunter, in the scenario that follows. He is actually thought to be the tribe's most formidable warrior. Whenever they go for a large hunt, Tabe is the one who leads them. Naru tells him that earlier, she witnessed a thunderbird in the sky. She also says she's prepared to go on the next hunt with him. Tabe, however, claims it is risky and does not think she is ready. After that, Naru goes back to her mother and helps her make some medication. Her mother asks her why she wants to hunt while she is sharpening her axe. Naru replies that because she used her intellect more than her physically, she is just as skilled as the others. Even her mother, though, thinks she is incapable of hunting. Naru does not seem happy when Tabe brings in a hunted bird for dinner a little while later. However, a predator that appears threatening leaps from the ship. As a quick demonstration of his skills, the predator enters the forest and kills a large snake with ease. After hours of searching, they finally locate Puhi, who is in a vicious state. Naru saves his life by giving him medicine and herbs right away. Everyone is ready to depart after the successful rescue effort, but Tabe is determined to find the feral lion. She thus requests to accompany him, but Tabe says no. Naru finds the dead and gutted snake and the predator's footprint on the way back. Naru is perplexed because she has never seen a footprint this massive before. She makes the decision to return to Tabe and warn him as a result. She encounters Tabe shortly after and tells him everything, but he also thinks it was a bear. The three of them then started hunting the lion. To successfully attack the lion, Naru advises setting up bait and positioning oneself atop a tree. The lion shows up when the strategy is successful. The lion first murders Paka before gradually approaching Naru. With her spear in hand, she is sure she can protect herself, but suddenly she spots the predator, giving the lion enough time to hit her and knock her down. When Naru awakens a few hours later, she is back at her village camp. Taabe also shows up with the lion's head at this time. The elders give him the title of war chief because all the villagers are proud of him. Naru wants to return nevertheless, and is still certain that there is more in the forest. Naru, on the other hand, keeps moving in pursuit of information regarding the predator. She eventually reaches a spot where she finds multiple dead buffaloes with their skins torn off. She finds a cigar next to the bodies, but Naru doesn't know what it is. After finishing her research, she keeps going until she runs across a marsh. It turns out to be quicksand, which exacerbates the situation. It seems as though Naru will suffocate to death as she gradually drowns inside. However, she is fortunate to still have her axe boomerang. In some way, she uses it to save herself. After that, Naru goes to the adjacent river to wash herself. The predator is seen observing the same cigar in the meantime. In the subsequent scene, Naru finds a big bear gorging on its victim. She intends to murder it and display its head as a prize in the village. Sadly, her bow breaks at the last second, and the bear sees her. The roles are now reversed as Naru flees for her life before hiding under a beaver dam. But the bear finds her by using his amazing sense of smell. The predator suddenly shows up and attacks it just as it is ready to devour her. The bear is subsequently dispatched in a matter of seconds after the two monsters engage in combat. Naru is shocked to see this and instantly swims away to protect herself. Although he sees her, the predator does not act since he does not consider her a threat. After that, Naru reaches the coast, where a few men from her community approach her. No one believes Naru when she urgently tells them what she witnessed. Rather, they request that she go back to the camp. They capture Naru and bind her when she resists. The predator, meantime, seems to be keeping a close eye on them. He has marked their weapons with his sophisticated technology. The tribesmen see some movement in the bushes, and one of them shoots an arrow into the thicket. He then cautiously advances to look into it, only to find it to be nothing more than a rabbit. The man is immediately killed as three lasers aim at his body and are followed by metal arrows. As a result, the other guys begin to discharge their arrows in all directions, and one of them strikes the predator, revealing his true identity. The men assault him right away, but the lethal alien is so strong that he kills each man without difficulty. Naru manages to break free and flee as the battle continues. Naru gets ensnared in a bear trap while attempting to find him in the woods. The predator soon comes at her, as if to kill her, but he pauses when he sees how hurt and struggling she is. Naru learns from this that the predator does not target unarmed or baited animals. Meanwhile, a group of armed French hunters show up, knock Naru unconscious, and take her hostage. She regains consciousness in the following scene and discovers that she is imprisoned inside a wooden cage. She then discovers that the man who killed the buffaloes earlier is the one smoking a cigar. At that moment, a translator comes up to her and inquires about her knowledge of the predator. In response to Naru's silence, they unveil Tabe as the next hostage. Although she is surprised to see him there, Naru feels powerless to stop him. The siblings are later led into the wilderness and tied up as prey for the invisible extraterrestrial to pursue. Tabe becomes alarmed, but Naru reassures him that the predator doesn't target helpless creatures. The same thing, predictably, occurs. Slowly coming up behind the men, the predator begins to murder each one of them. The siblings escape while the massacre is still going on. While Naru visits the French hunters' camp, where her dog, Sari, is being confined, when she arrives, she uses her amazing moves to eliminate the remaining hunters. However, the translator comes up to her before she departs with her dog. He pleads for medicine since his leg has been cut. He offers to teach her how to use a rifle in return. In agreement, Naru administers a medication that reduces his body temperature. They hear the terrifying roar of the predator. As the translator poses as dead, Naru instantly ducks behind a tree. Remarkably, the translator's low body temperature prevents the predator from finding him. The predator quickly kills the human after realizing that he was merely acting as though he was dead. He then identifies Sari and points his laser at it. He is about to fire, though, when Tabe suddenly shows up and strikes the predator's head. Because of this, the laser in the helmet points and fires at the tree instead of Sari. When Naru notices this, he understands that the metal arrow is not aiming at the opponent. Tabe assaults the predator before he can get his helmet back. The tribesman surprisingly competes with him head-to-head and even makes some spectacular shots. The predator gets irritated by this and eventually turns invisible. He takes Tabe by surprise a few seconds later and kills him brutally by stabbing him in the back. Naru doesn't have time to lament. She instantly runs off with her dog. She finds and captures one of the remaining French hunters across the river the following morning. She uses him as bait and cuts off his legs so he can't escape. After that, she takes the drug, which causes her body temperature to drop and prevents the predator from sensing her. After some time, the predator shows up as scheduled and makes an attempt to pursue the bait setter. Abruptly, she snatches his helmet, shoots him in the head from behind, and flees. She then puts the helmet in a position that allows her to aim the laser at the predator. When he finally shows up, Naru leaps on top of him and starts to wrestle. She is able to use his own weapon to hack off his hand. She then ties the predator with a rope and pulls him to the marsh with Sari's assistance. Unaware that the laser is pointed at him, he follows the plan and aims his metal arrows at Naru. He is ultimately killed when the metal arrows he shoots pierce his own head. Everyone is pleased of Naru when she brings the predator's head back to her tribe in the last scene. Then, as she had always hoped, she is announced as the new war leader.